People usually associate the brand Asus with computers or related accessories, but the company has already proven that it's capable of producing some top quality phones. The Zenfone 5 is one of their latest models and it costs about $400 depending on the region. Is it worth the price? My name is Linus, stay tuned to find out all the pros and cons of this device. As always, make sure to check out the video description for all the links and show notes. The phone ships with all the usual stuff, and some extras include a pair of earphones, extra earbuds, and a soft TPU case. The Zenfone 5 has a familiar and trendy design of 2018, the display with tiny bezels and a notch, glass backplate, and a metal trim along with nice metal buttons. Even though we've seen this design before, the Zenfone 5 is a beautiful phone and the build quality is just excellent. The phone feels like an expensive flagship in the hand. However, it's very slippery like most phones that have a glass backplate. Speaking of trends, the device is all about AI. It has AI dual camera system that I will talk about a bit later in this video. There is also AI powered performance, AR battery charging, AI ringtone, and a lot more things AI to assure great user experience. The display is very good. It's sharp, it's vibrant, and bright enough for any lighting conditions. I found the fingerprint scanner to be very accurate and fast. There is also a Face ID feature that works quite well, but as usual, I prefer a more traditional fingerprint reader that unlocks the phone faster. Now, other features as quickly as possible. The device has 8-megapixel selfie shooter, LED notification light, a hybrid dual SIM card slot, and a headset jack that provides good sound quality thanks to multiple audio enhancements. Finally, the dual loudspeaker system can get pretty loud and the overall sound quality is very good. Here is an audio sample. In terms of hardware, the phone ships with a mid-range level chipset that on paper may not look really impressive, but in reality, the phone performs really well in gaming department. I played quite a few 3D games and they ran without any issues on the highest graphics settings, which is really impressive for a mid-range level device. Also, PUBG runs very well on medium graphics. In terms of the user interface, the phone runs on the Android 8.0, but it has a heavily customized Zen UI skin built on top of it. Even though the custom UI looks different than stock Android, it preserves a minimal look and I kinda like it. As usual to Asus, there are quite a few settings and customization options to play with. Just to name a few, there are plenty of display settings. You can customize the home screen in a lot of different ways or choose from plenty of advanced features that include gestures and motions. In addition, you should expect to get a software update every week or so, which may sound a little bit annoying, but this shows that Asus takes care of their phones after the official release. Most importantly, the phone feels fast and smooth all the time, and I didn't even see a single lag or stutter. Battery life is pretty good as I was able to achieve almost 7 hours of screen on time on a daily basis. Also, it takes just about 1.5 hours to fully charge the phone with a supply charger. If you have more than one phone and you're tired of dealing with plenty of cables, the Gofanco USB charging station is a really neat gadget that I wanted to show you guys today and say thanks for sponsoring this video. This charging station comes in black and white colors and it can charge up to 7 devices at the same time. What's awesome is that all the gadgets look very neat when they are being charged, especially if you use short USB cables. I used longer cables, but if you roll them up, they may look quite neat too. There's also one larger slot for wearables and other devices that cannot fit into the regular slot, and I use it to charge my Amazfit smartwatch. USB charging station delivers 2.4 amps max output per port or up to 65 watts of power output for power-hungry devices like tablets and large smartphones. There is also a smart flow charging technology that assures the best charging speeds and safety. I also like the fact that the charging station comes with 2 silicone pads, so you can change the look from white to black in just a second. I've been using the Gofanco charging station for more than a month and it's been working absolutely fine. For the price of just about $35 US, I can easily recommend you checking it out, and if you're interested in picking one up, you'll find a product link down below in the video description. Just before we start talking about the image quality, make sure to check out my Facebook page where I always upload high-resolution camera samples and be the judge. The camera app has quite a few shooting modes, including a Pro and a high-resolution mode, but I was mostly interested in the wide-angle mode, which has a wider field of view. This mode comes in really handy, but if you compare the images side by side, you'll see that the quality is significantly worse than using the main shooter. If you use the auto mode with the main camera, you can expect to get really nice and sharp pictures that also have a lot of resolved detail. However, I suggest you turning the auto HDR mode on, which is disabled by default. Well, I agree that this mode makes pictures look a little bit cartoonish, but they have quite a bit of a wow factor, which is essential for nice Instagram posts. Portrait mode takes pretty nice looking pictures with that bokeh effect. The device can take whopping 49 megapixels super resolution pictures if you need a lot of detail while cropping the image. Selfies look quite nice, although I managed to get a few soft looking images. There's also a selfie portrait mode that takes pretty good images, but some of the shots have a few artifacts. As usual, selfie image quality decreases quite a bit in low light. Night image quality is pretty good, even though don't expect flagship grade performance. Also, don't use the wide angle camera as the quality decreases dramatically. 4K video looks really nice, it's sharp, there is plenty of detail, continuous autofocus works well, and the video is quite smooth. However, you may see a bit of jello effect going on while moving the phone. 1080p video looks very nice too. Also, the video is really smooth and stable thanks to 4-axis image stabilization. The phone can also record videos using the secondary wide-angle camera. However, the footage comes out with a lot of noise, that's why I don't recommend using this phone if quality is your top priority. Slow motion video quality is quite good for a mid-range level phone. 1080p selfie video is very smooth thanks to gyro-based electronic image stabilization. However, the footage is clearly overexposed even though I tested the camera on a cloudy day. A good thing is that the sound recording quality is very good. Okay, so as always, use the comment section down below and tell me what you guys think about the video quality. Connectivity department is where the Asus Zenfone 5 is excellent. Call quality and signal reception are great, it takes just a few seconds for the GPS to find the location, and other connectivity options work fine. There are plenty of sensors on board. Also, gyroscope works very well with the 360 content. The Asus Zenfone 5 is a solid mid-range level phone that has a lot of premium features. The phone looks and feels like an expensive phone, it performs well on the daily basis, and even the gaming performance is very good, despite mid-range level chipset. I also like a dual loudspeaker system, high quality display, very good cameras, and a great battery life. The only thing that is a little bit disappointing is that pictures taken using the wide-angle camera could have less noise and a little bit more detail. Other than that, the Asus Zenfone 5 is a very good mid-range level smartphone that has quite a few flagship grade features, and I can easily recommend you checking it out. But what do you guys think about the Asus Zenfone 5? Would you buy this phone or would you choose another device? As always, use the comment section down below, please like the video if you liked it, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, it was Linus, thank you for watching and see you soon.